Alright everyone, what is going on? Hello, and welcome to those of you who are here for pre-stream. Today is Tuesday, March 29th, 2016. We are in the home stretch of March. We're about to hit April, a month that's going to be chock full of new releases. And this week as well, we've got a ton of stuff going on. A week of variety is what I think I should have called this week, because every day I'm doing something almost completely different. And playing 7 games this week here on, well, not all on stream. I take that back. I'm going to be playing 5 of them on stream, 2 of them off stream. I'll cover that in a little bit. But anyway, hello. I am Darkside Phil, and you are indeed tuning in to today's gameplay stream, which is going to be the newly released, fresh-smelling Street Fighter V Trials. If you're not aware of what's going on, Street Fighter V last night had a major update. In this update, a few things released. Number 1, demonstrations, which everyone thought were going to be tutorials, like most fighting games have, where you play through the basics of the game. Not so whatsoever. Unfortunately, these tutorials, so to speak, are not at all. They're just videos that you play, and the game will play through scenarios to teach you stuff, which, you know, could be very informative for a newcomer or someone trying to learn the ins and outs of the game, but it's not very entertaining to watch someone just watch those. You know what I mean? Like, do you really want to see me just sit there and watch the tutorials all day? Probably not. If I was actually doing the interaction, the gameplay of them, it would be a little bit more interesting, but unfortunately, they chose to go this route. So it sucks. It is what it is, right? I'm not going to be doing those. Who wants to see me on stream all day just watch videos? Not very interesting. The other half of what was released are the challenges / trials. These are the skill trials, where you choose a character and you play through a set of 10 different combinations. Most of them, you know, pretty elaborate combos. Some of them bread and butter combos, which means that they're kind of more staple combos you'll be using a lot because they're very consistent and they do pretty good damage. Easy to execute. Others, I'm sure, are going to be more complicated. Now, they had these in Street Fighter 4. But in Street Fighter 4, they didn't have a demonstration to show you how to do them. And I actually remember one of the biggest or most difficult things in Street Fighter 4 doing these challenges was that you didn't know the timing at all. Trying to figure it out, you're like, I don't understand. It says do this punch into this move, but I can't seem to get it to work. How do you do it? Well, in Street Fighter 5, it looks like they've put demonstrations in there. So you can actually see the timing of what they're trying to do or what they expect you to do. So people have already contacted me and said that they are incredibly easy. Mostly because I guess these combos are kind of practical. And because they're practical, it means that they're not some crazy ass, you know, combination of things that it'd be super hard to pull off. So, what that means essentially is I may be completing these trials for each character within, say, 10 to 15 minutes. Which isn't bad. Because when you think about it, there's, what, 16 characters? So, well, actually, I take it back. Isn't there 14? I don't remember off the top of my head. But that's fine. If it's 10 to 15 minutes per character, that means it'll probably take around maybe 3 hours-ish to complete. And I may be able to do all of the trials on today's stream. So that might actually be good. A good full stream of all the trials of Street Fighter V. And quite honestly, I may learn a lot of stuff because there's a lot of characters in this game that I didn't really play with. Or, you know, I only played with them in the beta, and I never went back to re-explore them. So, it could be fun. It could actually be a fun stream today. Something a lot different, okay? Now, I certainly don't know if it's going to be the most highly attended stream, because I'm not doing any multiplayer or anything. Because the bottom line is there's nothing new in the game right now when it comes to that, okay? So, just to make that perfectly clear to you up front, some people are joining and someone said, oh, he's not playing online? There's nothing to do online. It's the same exact gameplay as it's been. Nothing's been tweaked, nothing's been changed, alright? It's the same. However, tomorrow, that will not be the case. Because tomorrow, they are releasing the first DLC character for Street Fighter V, Alex. And so tomorrow I'll be playing with Alex. I'll be messing around in training mode with him to try to learn his stuff, and then I'll be going online and trying to play with Alex. So tomorrow's stream will be very different. Unfortunately, he's not unlocked yet. You have to wait till tomorrow to unlock him. So that's the deal. That's how we're doing this. Today will be Trials. Tomorrow will be Alex gameplay. Okay? Fair enough? Sound good? I hope so. I hope that sounds good for those who are on stream. Like I said, I don't know if it'll be the most highly attended stream. I don't know if the videos on YouTube are going to do great. But it's a new mode in Street Fighter V. It's something different to do. And I definitely want to check it out. I think it could actually teach me a lot about the game. And that's why I'm going to be doing it. Okay? So that's right now. Let's talk a little bit about what's been going on recently. As you know, I've been playing Dark Souls 3. There's tons of Dark Souls 3 gameplay live on DSPGaming you could check out and you should get caught up on. I'm going to be busy with stuff all week, but I'll be returning to it on Saturday. So definitely get caught up if you haven't. I know a lot of people have not, or at this point aren't going to watch anymore because they say they don't want to be spoiled on the game. That's perfectly fine too. But I certainly hope that those who are following along will get caught up in time for the weekend. Seems like I'm getting to some really fun, interesting stuff in the game at this point, okay? In addition, last night I released my first impressions video, which was mostly spoiler-free. I mean, the only thing you saw were a few visuals of the game that you may not have seen yet if you haven't actually watched anyone play the game. And it was about an 8-minute long video I released on f.a.n.g. So check that out at youtube.com/KOGaming1. That is a fun video, and it took a while to make, but I think it was worth it. I have not even checked on it to see what anyone's saying yet, but hopefully people like it. Okay, so that'll be good. That's good. Tonight I start the new episodic releases. Tonight I'm going to be playing Minecraft Story Mode Episode 5. This was originally supposed to be the final episode in the season of Minecraft Story Mode. However, they've completely changed their minds. This is now a new episode that leads to a new plot line, apparently. And then you have to buy 3 more episodes. Yeah, even though you bought the season pass already, apparently you have to buy more episodes. That kind of baffles me. When you buy a season pass, it means you get the season. And obviously this is a bait and switch where that's not the case. And basically Telltale lied. It's a blatant lie. But whatever, I guess. I haven't heard anyone who's like up in arms about this, even though I thought people would be. But I'll be playing that new episode tonight. And then I guess based off of it, if I like it or not, I'll judge if I want to spend more money on this game to actually finish this or not. But that's tonight. I'm not going to be live streaming that, but I will be recording it and uploading it to YouTube. So that'll be live tonight. Tomorrow night, and like I said, tomorrow I'll be playing with Alex during the day in Street Fighter V. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be playing The Walking Dead Michonne Episode 2. So that's the other Telltale Games episodic release that comes out this week. I'll be playing that tomorrow night offline and then uploading that to DSPGaming. Okay? So there you have it. Thursday, I'll be returning to Persona 3. By then, it'll have been almost a week, but since I played it, it'll be fun to return to it for about 3.5 hours. And I know a lot of people are looking forward to it. I honestly don't know what I'm going to be doing Thursday night. I have no idea. But we'll see. You know, I might be doing a vlog. I might be doing an edited style video. I might just do more gameplay of something. You know, I might want a craving. Maybe I want to play some Pokken Tournament online. Maybe I'll want to do some Street Fighter V extra gameplay. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. So, that's good though. It's good to have variety in your schedule because it allows you to be flexible. And if something does happen this week that I want to talk about, I will be talking about it Thursday night. Friday will be my marathon, the conclusion of Conker's Bad Fur Day HD. Very much looking forward to that. Saturday, as I've already said, I'll be returning to Dark Souls 3. Sunday will be WrestleMania 16, 2K16, excuse me. WrestleMania 2K16, WrestleMania Fantasy Sims. That's going to be fun. I haven't done Fantasy Sims since December. And now I'm going to be doing them this weekend in celebration of WrestleMania, which is incidentally Sunday. So that's going to be a fun, 3.5 hours of simulated crazy-ass matches with characters. In fact, I think starting tonight, I may jump online and start downloading characters daily to prepare for this. And then Monday, I'll probably do another stream of Persona 3 to prepare, because after that, we've got new releases pretty much every single week this month of April. We've got Quantum Break, we've got the new Ratchet & Clank, we've got Star Fox Zero. There's supposed to be at least 1 or 2 other things by the end of the month that I have not updated my calendar with. Plus, keep in mind, I'm going to be playing Dark Souls 3. So, it's going to be a balance of a ton of stuff for the rest of April. And I certainly hope that you will join me for that. So that's kind of a rough picture for the week. For those wondering, a huge variety of stuff that I'll be doing all week. And I'm very much looking forward to sharing all of that with ya. A quick update in regards to virtual reality, ladies and gentlemen. This morning, the PlayStation 4, excuse me, I should have said the PlayStation VR Core Bundle went for pre-order everywhere. So last week, the Special Bundle went on pre-order. Now what the Special Bundle was the VR headset, plus a PlayStation camera for the PlayStation 4, plus the PS Move controllers, and a demo game for $499. Here's the deal. I don't need the PlayStation camera. I have it already, and I have absolutely no fucking desire to ever play with motion controls ever again. And they've already said that every game that's compatible with PlayStation VR works with a normal controller, and there's no reason whatsoever to have a PlayStation Move at all. It's basically completely superfluous, but because some of the other VR things have motion control, they kind of want to be in on that too. So, that's the deal, is I said, I don't want that. I don't need the camera again, and I don't need a PS Move. Screw all this. So, I waited, and this morning, in fact, at 7 a.m. At 7 a.m. this morning, it was announced, well, not announced, it was released, the Core Bundle. So what is the Core Bundle? The Core Bundle is the headset. You don't get the camera, you don't get the PS Move, and you don't get the silly demo game. It's just a headset. And all the, the accessories, the little VR box and stuff that you need to get the headset to work. And I said, alright, I am going to reserve this. Already I had a couple people ask me, why am I reserving a $399 accessory that more than likely is going to go the way of the dinosaur after a year and the fad wears out? Well, let's be fair here. First of all, we don't know that that's the case. Being that you have every major competitor now trying to develop and market a VR headset, we don't know that that's going to be the case. It could be. I mean, it's kind of likely. I almost lean towards I think it's going to be a fad that's going to die out. But, that being said, right now everyone's trying to get in on it, all these companies, and people are wondering, what is VR all about, and is it any good? It was actually kind of funny because apparently someone said to me yesterday, someone had like a major stream going for the Oculus Rift, and they were playing a bunch of games, and every game was terrible. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why, but, whatever. But anyway, here's the thing. And some people, of course, saying, but Phil, I thought that things are financially tight for you this year. They are. I mean, absolutely they are. Things are financially tight. It's very true. More so than ever. I'm making way less money than I was previous years because of various factors going on, okay? But, here's the deal. I've always covered these fads. If you look at my history on YouTube, I was there for pretty much every fad. For the Xbox stupid Kinect, right? That thing was a piece of shit. My God, that thing was trash. So the Kinect, I covered. The PlayStation Move, I covered. And, when the new consoles launched, the Xbox One, the PS4, I covered that. The Wii U launch, I covered that. So I've pretty much covered every... Oh, the PS Vita, which sits in my drawer, my bedroom, and hasn't been uncovered in a year. And, excuse me. What else? Well, the 3DS, I'd have to say, is not trash at all. The 3DS is good, but I just don't play many games on it. But anyway, you see my point. I've covered all of the major hardware releases for the past 8 years. I mean, the Ouya. I even played the freaking Ouya. What a fun thing that was. And I think that it's good because, number one, two reasons. Number one, it keeps me in the know. It keeps me on the cutting edge of technology, and I know what's out there. Unfortunately, 99% of the stuff that I've tried out is crap, with the exception of, say, the new consoles, right? But for most of the time, the stuff is garbage. It just is. But that leads me to my second point. Number two, not many people can afford this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, how many people are going to drop $400 to $500 on the PlayStation VR? How many people are actually going to drop thousands of dollars to play the Oculus Rift or the HTC Vive? Now, the thing is, people are like, well, they sold out. It's true. But did they sell 1 million? No, they sold like 20,000. So selling out just means they didn't make a lot. It's not like these things are hitting the mainstream and every Joe Schmo gamer is going to have one. So for me to be getting PlayStation VR at launch and sharing that experience with you, I get to show you what it's all about. And then you can make an educated decision. Wow, is this good or is this shit a gimmick? And you can decide for yourself if you want to check it out, right? I think that when I cover these new things in technology, these new hardware releases at release, it's fun because it's an interesting experience. It's hype because it's at launch day. No one knows if it's any good yet. And we get to kind of mess around with it together, right? And I like that. I do. I like that. I like that ability to share that with you. And that's what I'm planning to do with the PlayStation VR. I plan to, on release day, be here playing it with you. I'll have my webcam on so you'll be able to see the stupid thing on my fucking head as I play games. It'll be capturing from, the PlayStation 4, which it allows you to do. So you'll be able to see what I'm seeing in the game. It won't be full virtual reality, but you'll see like a scaled down version of what I'm seeing in these games. And we're going to test, firsthand, is this thing any good? Will any games actually come out for PlayStation VR that are like must-have experiences? Or will they all be just ports of existing games or, kind of whittled down stuff? We don't know. We won't know. So, that's why I need to get it, right? And, some people, it's $400. Yeah, but it's a business investment. I purely expect that if I cover the PlayStation VR in full at launch, between the unboxing video, between the coverage of the games and all that, I'm going to make up the money. It's not like the money's going to go unwasted or anything like that. Take a look at my coverage of the PlayStation Move. My God, that thing was a piece of shit. There was like nothing to play on that. The few games at launch were terrible, but take a look at how popular it was for me to cover that stuff. So I think it's going to kind of be more of the same. Being able to be there, part of the launch day experience, is going to be a lot of fun. And it's funny because I pre-ordered it. I wanted to get it from GameStop because, GameStop is where I get all my points. And I actually have credit, like GameStop credit that I could use. And I go to GameStop.com. Oh, well, you can pre-order this PlayStation VR bundle, but no free shipping. This is great. No free shipping. If you want it at launch, too bad, because we have 1 business day to process and 1 business day to ship, fastest shipping, and it costs $25. And I said, what? So then I said, this can't be right. So then I went to BestBuy.com, and immediately, free launch day shipping. Guaranteed delivery on launch day. Free. I wonder who I'm going to buy the PSVR from. Stupid-ass GameStop or Best Buy at this point. So I got it from Best Buy, pre-ordered, and I am excited. I am a huge skeptic of VR. Huge. But there's potential that it could be good. And that's what we're going to find out. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to find out together on Halloween. Because that's actually when PlayStation VR releases. On Halloween. So I'm going to get it on Halloween. And we're going to be playing it together. How cool is that? I wonder if you do any horror games in it. If any horror games will be compatible with it. Huh. Well, that'd be pretty crazy, huh? Fucking horror games in VR? Oh, God. Alright, I don't even want to think about that right now. Alright, so, ladies and gents, that's pretty much it for the pre-stream. We're going to get started right now with the trials. If you could please bear with me for a couple more minutes. Gratuitous plugs time. First of all, I want to make this the foremost plug, because we only got 2 days left. I don't know if you realize this. There's only 2 days left in the month of March. Duh. There's only 2 days left in the month of March. And you may not be aware of this, but we have not hit the goal yet. on Patreon for this month. We haven't, because a few people did pledge, but a few people lowered their pledges, which is exactly what I expect to happen. I knew that was going to happen. And unfortunately, because of that, I, have not hit the goal. It actually was above the goal at one point, and then it dipped below the goal. So right now, we are in jeopardy of not having our goal hit and not doing the special event for April, which is going to be a Blizzard Marathon that patrons who pledge $5 or more this month are going to be able to vote on. If do you want to see me do Hearthstone, do you want to see me play World of Warcraft, or do you want to see me do Heroes of the Storm? Sorry, I can't be easy on this and just do the event anyway, or else there's no point in having the goals as a motivational factor for people to pledge. So if you want to see me do that, you want to see me do a Blizzard Marathon, you've got to pledge in the next 2 days. We're close to the goal, but we're not there yet, okay? Even if you can't afford a big pledge, it's okay. As little as $1 helps. The most successful campaigns on Patreon are those who have thousands of people who give $1 a month. Look, I dare you, go look at the most successful ones. That's it. The lowest, the absolute lowest goals, the lowest levels of pledges are the ones that get the most. And the bottom line is, if half the people who watched my stuff pledged $1, I would never have to worry about views. I wouldn't have to worry about, oh no, can I afford the PlayStation VR and stuff like that. It wouldn't be a concern at all. So please consider pledging at patreon.com/DarksidePhil. Please pledge if you have not. 2 days left in the month of March. So please pledge if you can. Okay? Number 2. In the description of all of my streams, as well as my on-demand videos on YouTube, you will find an Amazon Associates link. If you already shop on Amazon, please click that link and then shop as you normally would to give me some referral credit. It helps out the business. It's easy. There's no effort on your part besides a single click. So please consider doing it. In addition, please check out my girlfriend's business, The Black Current, which you can find at Etsy.com/shop/The Black Current, spelled Currant. She sells handmade glycerin soaps and wax tart melts. My personal favorites right now are her ginger ale, Moroccan mint, and, God, what's the other one? Oh, the Kentish Rain. One of my favorites. One of my favorites. In fact, that's what I shower with. The Kentish Rain soap right now. It smells kind of like Irish Spring. She also has wax tart melts, which are a great alternative to candles, because they make your house smell great, but there's no open flame, so there's no risk of fire or injury to a pet, etc. So check it out. She just celebrated her 1-year anniversary, and people love the stuff. Nothing but positive feedback. Please check it out. Gino Saji just posted up a link in the stream chat. So please do. Please check it out, okay? All right. That's pretty much it. The last thing I will say, and then we'll get started. Social media. Social media, ladies and gents. Social media. Very important for promotion. Very important. And if you don't realize it, the more kind of coverage, the more kind of reach, the more kind of voice that you have, helps business. It does. So if you follow me on social media, at They Call Me DSP, all right? You're already reading my tweets. You already know that every night I put out a new schedule, and I talk about different stuff going on in current events, and I tell you what kind of movies and stuff I like. It's basically another way to kind of get in on everything that I'm doing that's not just watching the videos. Please, when you see tweets that you like or you enjoy, please retweet them, please favorite them, please spread the word, because I don't think people realize the impact that social media now has. And for a long time, I didn't. For the longest time, I ignored social media. I was very late to adapt social media. I was super popular on YouTube before I ever opened up a Twitter or a Facebook account. And I think it hurt me in a lot of ways, because a lot of other people I see out there have ridiculous amounts of followers and stuff, and hundreds of freaking retweets and shit on the dumbest stuff. But here I am, sometimes it's hard to get a message out or some important information or maybe a change in the schedule, and I try to disseminate that information. It's kind of hard. So please consider sharing on social media. In particular, Twitter, at They Call Me DSP. And there you have it. Alright, that is it, ladies and gents. I think it is time for the trials. Street Fighter V trials. We'll see how these are. If they're super easy, so be it. Maybe we'll finish everything in one stream. Okay? Alright, that is it. Time to end the pre-stream. Time to begin with Street Fighter 5. Thank you for being patient. And now we begin with gameplay. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.